time for some fight night.
And if you ain't paying attention, you're gonna sleep on me and I'm gonna wake you up.
All right, my man. I think it's only fair to say that the sleeper you chose is at a lighter weight class, but these are two assassins. These are two dudes who could really get the job done. And I'm not talking about outside of the distance. I'm talking about inside the distance right here, man. So let's talk about it. Ode Osbourne versus Tyson Nam. So, I mean, if you're an OG fight fan, right, these are two of the newer guys, right? But if you're a newer cat who just started watching them the last couple of years, you might feel like, oh, man, I remember these guys. Ode Osbourne's got a little more steam on his name than Tyson Nam does these days. But Nam, don't forget that right hand will put anybody to sleep. So AJ, talk to me. Why exactly is this your sleeper?
Man, Derek, this is my sleeper because I was hyped to see both of these dudes. This is one of those fights where they lock two pit bulls in a cage and just let them go at it, man. Both full pressure, full fight, going forward, W key all day long, where no guys are going to take a backward step, man. Ode Osbourne, long, lanky, power, dude. This dude can knock anyone out. And same thing with Tyson Nam, like you said, right hand, big bombs. Left hand, he also has big bombs, man. This is going to be a very fan-friendly fight. You want to talk about a barn burner, man? I think this one, if this doesn't end within the distance, I'm going to be very upset because this one, man, has a lot to go on. And like you're highlighting right now, man, 30, what is that, 38?
38 years old for Tyson Nam.
Woo, 38 years old for Tyson Nam, so he's got to get it done. But this is one of those ones where I don't think the age necessarily, and you can see that there's a big favorite for Ode Osbourne going in this one. The age doesn't really affect Tyson Nam as much because he's usually a first and second round fighter. So he's looking to finish this one. If he doesn't get it done in then Ode Osbourne, he's going to get the knockout too. Either way, though, man, knockouts on deck right now, man. It's going to be a very fun fight. Like I said, this is basically locking two pit bulls in a cage, too many pit bulls. They're 125 pound. Either way, still a big dog. But either way, man, going to be a lot of fun to watch these two go at it. Like I said, no backward steps. This one's going to be a blast to watch, Derek. You excited for this one? And then what's your sleeper?
I'm very excited for this one, man, just because I do think that there's a highly, highly likely, outcome that someone's getting knocked out. And you got to love those fights, man. But I have to ask you before I get my sleeper, who are you leaning towards in this fight?
Ooh, Ode Osbourne. But, man, the thing is, Tyson Nam is very durable. And if it's one of those things, if you're cracking some dude with all you got and he's still standing there walking forward, it's a little disheartening. So Tyson Nam can get the knockout as well. And you see the experience, man, 12 and 1 for Tyson Nam, 11 and 4. So Ode Osbourne is a little bit experience disadvantage, but he does have the youth and the vigor on his side, man.
And if you look at it, man, look at these 3 losses in his last 5. Sergio Pettis, right, current champion over in Bellator. Kai Kara-France just fought for the interim championship, and Matt Schnell, who just pulled off the miraculous comeback when he fought. Who did he just fight? Sumaderji. That's right, man. So yeah, fun sleeper right here, folks. And for my sleeper, it's going to be more or less of the. It's not of the knockout variety. I'm just going to say I got 2 people here who are willing to finish each other, who need to get a finish right here. You have one man stepping in on short notice who is a former Cage Fury champion. And I'm talking about Yusuf Zalal versus Damon Blackshear. And this is going to be a fun fight because if you look at the discrepancy right here, you would just look at the last 5, you look at the records, and you'd say, well, I don't think there's too much heat behind this. Why exactly are you choosing this as your matchup? But look at Yusuf Zalal. Last 3 losses, Sean Woodson, the longest featherweight in the division. Sungwoo Choi, Sting Choi, man, that's a beast right there. And Ilya Tapuria. These are not bad losses right here. Look at wins against Peter Barnett, Jordan Griffin. Those are good wins. So when you look at the difference here, Damon Blackshear, this is a man who is willing to submit you at any given cost. This is a man who uses his length to get in on the inside, throw some crazy spinning kicks, close the distance, get his both hands locked behind your hips, and then start working some grappling, start working some jiu-jitsu. And he has a lot of success with it because if you look at a Damon Blackshear and you look at his methodologies, you will find out that in his last couple of wins, he has 2 rear naked chokes back-to-back, a guillotine choke, a rear naked choke, an arm triangle choke. Another rear naked choke, like triangle choke, like this dude really does it. He really comes to grapple. And Yusuf Zalal, if you've seen in his last couple of fights, he's been very wrestling oriented. So that is kind of the story, the archetype of this matchup that you have right here. You have a dude who's going to come in, who's going to try to grapple you, UFC debut, on short notice, really trying to make a name for himself. And then you have the Moroccan Devil, who's saying literally at this point of his career, he needs a win. You lost 3 in a row. You're moving down, making your bantamweight debut because all of the rest of his career, he's fought in featherweight and in lightweight. So the real story here that I'm interested in, AJ, is that Yusuf Zalal is going to be big for bantamweight, given that he's fought at 155 and 145. However, Damon Blackshear is already big for 135. He's already been touted as, look at this big 135er, huge frame. So the size advantage kind of cancels out in a weird way between these two, which means that the strength and the grappling is going to be really interesting to come out at hand. Do you think that this is going to be a striking battle, or do you think that these two are going to be grappling each other up?
I think this is going to be a washing machine fight,
Yeah,
Derek.
bro.
Up, down, on the feet, on the ground, everywhere you go. And like you said, Yusuf Zalal, man, looking to come in and be the bigger guy. But Blackshear, 5'10" as well. Both of them 5'10", same reach basically. Blackshear has a little bit of a 0.5 reach advantage, but both switch fighters, man. This is going to be a very fun, very technical, like I said, washing machine style of fight.
And this is actually, I know the font's a little small on your end. Zalal got a 75-inch reach, 72.5 for Blackshear. So Zalal does have about a 3-inch reach advantage, which I think he'll be able to use very, very, he'll definitely be able to use that. But let's take a look here. It's kind of close, man. This fight opened up as a pick'em, and now Zalal's crept ahead a little bit, 88% by decision. We got some submission props here for Blackshear, though, man. So I think that he might be able to get it done. It's going to be a very interesting fight, but this is a dude you need to watch for Damon Blackshear and the Moroccan Devil, Yusuf Zalal, always, always. So those are your sleepers, folks, and we point out the sleepers, once again, not just because we're like, oh, this is just going to be a cool fight, just because these are like some of the most exciting fights that you don't know about the fighters that you need to figure out. These are the guys that are going to be taking the next step. Now, for your sleeper, Osbourne, he's got a little more of an opportunity to be the next guy than Tyson Nam does. But either way, man, these are the unknowns. So take those sleepers, make sure you highlight them on your prelims, and when you tune in on Saturday, you got to watch the fights. You dig what time it is.